They achieved success in the biggest pro wrestling company in the world. But more impressively, they managed to do so with basically no talent in the ring. In today's video, we'll be following the worst wrestlers of WWE. But before we dive in, I'd just like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and click on the notification bell. Now, let's get into our content. Brus Clay. Do you have a wrestler who clearly has limitations in the ring? The WWE's approach is to place them in squash matches, attempting to conceal those weaknesses. This philosophy applies to wrestlers like Ryback, and naturally, Brus Clay, who seems to have rarely participated in matches lasting more than 5 minutes since adopting the persona of the Funkasaurus. While Clay has shown glimpses of considerable potential, especially given his size during his time on NXT, in his major league time, he was terrible. His repertoire typically consists of only a handful of moves, he sells very little, and fails to inject any sense of uniqueness or excitement into his matches. While I understand that Clay's character is primarily intended for comedic purposes, when he lacks standout skills and isn't particularly athletic due to his size, his matches can become quite tedious to watch. James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth was among the least formidable performers in WWE. For a significant duration, he garnered sympathy from the audience due to his diminutive stature and fragile nature. However, this sympathy waned when he eventually turned heel. Ellsworth had the chance to establish himself by engaging in feuds with notable names like Dean Ambrose, John Cena, and AJ Styles. But even while working alongside these talented names, nothing was able to win over the audience or help him develop his in-ring skills. As WWE recognized that James Ellsworth wasn't suitable for the men's division, they shifted him to the women's division, where he became the manager for Carmella. The Boogeyman. One of the most memorable gimmicks, the Boogeyman was a face you couldn't forget. While his gimmick was unforgettable, his wrestling skills didn't quite match up. Upon joining WWE, the Boogeyman spent his early months striking fear into other wrestlers before stepping into the ring for his first match. The Boogeyman lacked impressive in-ring abilities, resulting in his gimmick revolving around squashing opponents. Nevertheless, the Boogeyman secured notable victories against top-tier superstars like JBL, The Miz, and Booker T. Despite these impressive wins, the Boogeyman never quite lived up to WWE's expectations, leading to his eventual release from the company. Vladimir Kof. For years, the announcers hyped up Vladimir Kof as a former Sambo champion. However, his Survivor Series match against Edge and Triple H in 2008 revealed that his background in that sport counted for nothing in WWE. Kozlov's brief stint at the top was a failure for multiple reasons, with his inability to deliver even a halfway decent match being the biggest of them. Ryback. Ryback's imposing physique suggests a powerhouse in the ring, and he certainly delivers on that front. However, there's a reason why his in-ring performances have been limited, whether under the moniker Skip Sheffield or Ryback. He's not particularly skilled. Ryback has gained a reputation as an unsafe worker, with CM Punk being extremely vocal about his issues to work with Ryback.
And I go up to Ryan and I go, hey man, clean slate. Let's fucking kill this. Let's fucking show them, that you're better than they think you are. Let's show them that I'm better than they think I am. And let's fucking, let's turn this mid-card shit into a fucking main event. Yeah, I'm really excited. Great, blah, blah, blah. First night out, gorilla press through a table, fucking misses the table. Dumps me on the concrete fucking ground. Tilts my fucking pelvis. Fucks me up for weeks. And then like now it's at the point where I walk up to him and I go, you can't tell me you didn't do that on purpose because you've done it so many times now. You either tell me right now you're dumb as fuck and you suck, or you did it on purpose. And he was like, I'm dumb as fuck.
The Great Khali. Watching the Great Khali wrestle was often an uncomfortable experience, as he moved cautiously around the ring. As his wrestling career progressed, his work rate significantly declined, reaching a point where he could no longer safely compete in matches. Throughout his time with WWE, the Great Khali not only lost mobility, but also a considerable amount of mass compared to his debut in 2006. By 2008, Khali's days as a main event performer were behind him, leading WWE to cease utilizing him as a menacing character. Instead, they opted to feature him for comedic relief, aiming to lighten the mood for fans.
And that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the content. Until the next video,